just assume it always is working, probably. How are you? Hmm. Oh dear. What's going on? Here we go. Confronting Shoggoth, part 20, somehow. Well, I know how. Not been doing that much. But it's life. Not always that much time. Or energy. But we can go slow. That's fine. Hey, are these all smaller? Let's get these the right size first. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me and stuff. And what have you been up to? What have I been up to? Not sure. Been doing some Duolingo. I don't dislike it. I think it's pretty good. I just wish they'd say the words right. I don't know if it's an AI voice or voice actors. If it's voice actors, it's probably like a regional thing. And I'm just being an idiot. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't use Duolingo only to learn. Because you're never going to learn, like, what all the... Like, why you're saying the things you're saying. But I think I started it at sort of the right point of my learning journey. Because I've been learning for maybe 6 months with my friend teaching me. And now I've just jumped on Duolingo for some more vocabulary. And I think it's useful for that. Also, it's sort of cementing the stuff that I've already done quite well. I haven't actually learnt any new words yet, but I have. The reason why I haven't learned any new words, and it's not because I've gone over loads of words in my lessons, because we haven't. We mostly just run through talking exercises to help with reading and talking. And like slowly learning how the language works. It's Japanese that I'm learning. The reason why I know most of these words is from studying kanji. It just seems to be that most of the first few things are the same, whether it be lessons or kanji. Okay, let's put a few spread out ones as well. Yeah, I think Duolingo is useful if you are also taking lessons. Or not, like, you don't have to if you just want to learn a bit. It's definitely good for learning a bit. Yeah, that's alright. I drove to Eastbourne on Monday. I think it's my third time driving there. Second or third, I can't remember. But it's good because There's a dual carriageway, so you can go 70 and practice dual carriageways a bit, and there's like mad roundabouts just everywhere. But it's easy and stress free. But I enjoy driving, so I think maybe if you didn't like driving, it would be hell. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I went to Eastbourne to see my sister, and tried to get some like summer bedding. For some reason, I'm so hot in the summer. I'm hot all the time, but for some reason, I've always just had a had normal bedding. I don't know why. So I'm trying to find like a low tog coverless duvet, but I can't find one in any shop, so I've ordered one online. And we will see how that is. Pretty good. Um, yeah, Eastbourne has a lot. um, doesn't yeah. I think you don't realise how bad your town is until you go to somewhere with a couple of actual shops. But we got some good vegan stuff. I don't remember what now. Some tasty treats. Mm. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, and it was nice to see my sister, and we went and had a really nice Thai food. The best sensei tofu in the world, probably. God, it was good. And it was nice to see my sister, obviously. And saw her accommodation. She is at uni. Doing stroke physiotherapy, which is not useful to me. Hopefully, never. But why couldn't she just do sports physiotherapy and sort my horrendous body out? How, how selfish of her. Hey, what are you doing there? Yeah, got you. Oh, was I going to do some smaller ones as well? Can't remember. Gym on Tuesday. Uh, all right. Very busy. Too busy, really. But I've pretty much conquered this whole. Well, I'm currently in a phase of anxiety where I'm dealing with it quite well. So it takes a very, very long time. Well, no, it probably doesn't take everyone a very long time. It took me a very long time. I was doing some smaller ones. Well, let's not do the smaller ones. So on Wednesday, we didn't do a rehearsal, did we? No. Um, they came here and we recorded put some bass down on one of the tracks, finished the ending, and then started a new song, which I made overly complicated, and then decided to simplify it a bit because it was a bit silly. You trained on Thursday, jiu-jitsu. I have a sprained shoulder or something like that. So I can't really move my shoulder. So I didn't roll. I did roll with my partner, but it's just playful rolling, not competitive. Because I definitely cannot do any competitive sparring right now. Um, yeah, I can't lift my arm really. I heard it think doing arm bars with a massive dude. Doing arm bars last Saturday, and one of them was belly down, and he's like 110 kilos. I mean, I'm 103 kilos, but still doesn't make him any less small. And I didn't feel anything at the time, but afterwards it really hurt. And it's slowly got worse, and now it's slowly getting better. Look. Alright, we're getting rid of these, aren't we? Bye. And some more. Um, that's about it, really. Had a barbecue yesterday, which was very, very tasty. Wow. Has to be the best barbecue I've ever had. It was just a disposable one in the garden. We did bring the food indoors to eat. We watched Star Wars and ate the food. And I think that helped. Still tasted amazing. I don't even remember it ever tasting that good. Maybe it just never did. And yeah, I really want to train more. I was hoping to train Saturday, but couldn't. And this week, I don't know if I can train at all. This coming week, it's going to be very hard to fit in. It is my birthday tomorrow, but it's also a bank holiday anyway, so evening class isn't on, so it just takes too long to get to jiu-jitsu to go to a morning one. I got a morning open mat on, but would be very tired. Yeah, I'm looking good next week, which is a shame. Here is your reminder to drink water. Um, my hair cut off. Question: Who who was your childhood actor actress crush? Oh, I don't know why that was so hard to say. Have I said this before? I feel like I might have. Um, I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, I've forgotten her name. Mary Jane, but not in that. It was in Small Soldiers, I think. Kirsten Dunst in Small Soldiers. What year did that film come out? 1998. Hey, it's only got 49% Rotten Tomatoes. I feel like it's better than that. A long time. I was 8 in 1998. And yes, that means I'm 34 tomorrow. And feeling every minute of it. I don't think you asked. I'm sure there would have been others. I don't know though. Definitely had a crush on Natalie Portman. That would have been later, not childhood. Well, maybe I don't know. Star Wars came out in like what 1999, 2000. God, I don't even know. Phantom Menace, 1999. So I was 9. It's possible. Don't really remember though. Definitely had more childhood crushes than that, but not that I can remember. I don't really watch go back and watch the movies I watched when I was a kid. So none of them would be fresh in my mind. I'll never forget Small Soldiers though. Great like kids movie. Oh, probably really bad now actually, but it was the 90s. It's okay. Yeah. Would Would you rather be a turtle or a turkey? Well, would you rather be a turtle or a turkey? I'm waiting. I mean, it's pretty obvious which one, right? Turtle, they live to be, 100 and whatever. And they're huge. Well, they're not all huge, I suppose. It does say turtle, not tortoise, but tortoises are turtles and turtles aren't tortoises? No. It might be the other way around. Or not at all. Cannot remember. Well, I'd rather be a tortoise than a turkey. Turkeys are pretty good though. Really Jurassic. Dinosaur dudes. Turtles are just cool, aren't they? Do you like pineapple on pizza? Yeah. Love it. Um, My second cousin once, he used to look after me sometimes, and he ordered a pineapple and sweet corn pizza for us. I don't know why. All I know is I loved it, and I've loved it ever since. I always order it when I ate cheese, and occasionally I will make a vegan one, but it's not the same. Yeah. Top three movies. God, this is hard because my tastes have changed somewhat. There are some movies that I would still class as my favourites, but there's others that I probably wouldn't. But they're still great films. They're really important films, but they're some maybe a bit dated or just a bit saturated. Anyway, I would still say that True Romance is my favourite movie, and it holds up because I watched it not that long ago, in the last couple of years, and it was excellent. I think films like that just will always hold up because of the dialogue is so fantastic. Um, and because they're sort of that arty type of movie and not. Yeah. A lot of Tarantino script stuff is always going to remain relevant or intriguing, interesting, especially to people who haven't seen it or aren't familiar with that style of writing, a dialogue heavy, like storytelling, which I really enjoy. Um, I haven't seen any Tarantino in the '90s ones in quite a few years, but I'd still watch them. If someone said I wanted to watch this, I would say, yeah, cool, I'll watch it. Um, about 10 years ago, the best film I'd seen in 10 years was Moon. Maybe more than 10 years ago, I don't know. But I've seen a lot of good movies since then as well. So I don't think I've seen a lot of movies on par with Moon. There was a really weird one with Adam Driver. I can't remember what it was called, but that was great. There's like a mist, like a toxic thing, toxic train spill or something. That was such a weird film, and it was so great. What I loved about Moon though was, unfortunately, it's Kevin Spacey, but it's mostly just Sam Rockwell playing off himself, and he's fantastic. It's basically a one man cast, but then Kevin Spacey plays a computer. I think, unless I'm just imagining it all. It's been a while since I've seen that film. But it was really good. Um, I watched a terrible movie the other day, Roadhouse. Bad, and I really like Jake Gyllenhaal, but it was bad. It wasn't like, I'm sure if you're a fan of that style, it's great. And I'm not a fan of that style, but it wasn't good, you know. Southpaw was better. Even that wasn't great. Oh well. Um, Top 3 movies. Let's go. True Romance. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's fantastic. Leon also is very, very good. I'm a very big fan of Gary Oldman, um, especially playing. Let's say top 3 Gary Oldman movies, and let's say um, True Romance, Leon, and Fifth Element. Let's say that. We're just doing top 3 Gary Oldman movies. There's probably loads of better Gary Oldman movies as well. That man is good at acting. We'll do these guys soon as well. Um, is mayonnaise good? No. Grim. Couldn't imagine anything worse. It's like widely accepted. You ever met a famous person? Probably. Spoke to quite a few on like Instagram and Facebook. I remember years and years and years ago when I first got into code, I spoke to a couple of them on Facebook, which is pretty wild. You wouldn't be able to do that now, I don't think. Maybe you would. Well, maybe it's probably just going to be like Instagram comments now, right? That's probably where people hang out. Or something like that. I don't know. I'm not clued up. But that was cool. And there's just been a few situations like that, really. All musicians, I'd say. Maybe a couple of actors. I've lived in places where actors have also lived. Alright. How far off are we from this? It's like 3 of these. Oh, it's not really. Like 2. What, 1 to 3. Ah. What was the last book you read? I cannot even remember. Um, I struggle to do just one thing at a time. I like to do multiple things at a time. And I always have a lot to do. So reading a book, you should make time for yourself to do things. And anyone that does and can, um, good on you. I struggle to do that. And I have a pile of books, and one day I will read them. I want to read them, I just need to do it. It's more like 4 off. So I used to read a lot more when I was younger. I guess because I had more time. I'll tell you a story about the last time I remember getting emotional over a book. It was the Richard Pryor um, biography. It came with it was like all his stand-ups and this book in one DVD set. I was living in this terrible place to live. It was real bad. Used to have to stay in at weekends or my place, to like guard my flat or um or it'd get broken into and everything smashed and thrown out the window, which they literally did to the person next door to me. On the next wall. It was bad. But I'm reading this book, and it's like there's this. So he has multiple characters, and there's a section where he's, there's multiple sections throughout the book where he's reading in this character's voice. And if you've seen the stand-ups, then you'll have that voice in your head. So I'm reading this voice that I know quite well, and it's talking about getting some sunshine and rubbing it on your face. And it was a sunny day, and I was at the end of this book, so I'd finished the whole book. It's a really crazy story. His life was pretty wild. Um, it's the only biography I've ever read. I think I don't know if they're all like that, but I've got a load of smaller ones up here, so that's annoying, isn't it? Um, Maybe I will chuck some smaller ones in there at some point then. But yeah, so I've finished the last chapter, and it's like the epilogue, or is that right? It's the end of the book, and I lived on the seafront. Just across the road was the beach. So it was a sunny day. I was probably hungover, but I was feeling, quite good. So I went outside and I just finished this book, just the last chapter, and I cried on the beach in the sun. And it was like happy crying, not, you know, nothing sinister. And it was very beautiful. And I think that that book is very beautifully written. And I don't know if any other book has ever brought me to tears. That may have. Lots of things do. Um, yeah, but I just remember it being a beautiful moment. Sad that the book has ended. Happy that it was so good. And moved by the words. Oh, we can do some more here, yeah, I reckon. Yeah, if you ever see that book, give it a read. It's quite short. It's not a huge book, but it is good. So the inside one's coming down to there, that one's coming down to there, that one's coming down to there. Okay. Uh, you could have any animal for a pet. What would it be? Ah, Seb has just said that he enjoyed watching the tattoo video. I Seb tattooed my me. Seb tattooed me and my band. We did a band tattoo. I don't really know why. Ewan just thought. I think Ewan's got tattoos from a lot of bands he's been in, and he said, "Oh, I should probably get a frog tattoo at some point." I thought, "Yeah, all right, I'll do that." I haven't had a tattoo in I don't know how long, since I was 21, 13 years or something. 2021, 13, 14 years. I thought, yeah, all right, that sounds like a good idea. And then, like, our guitarist and singer, he doesn't have any tattoos. And I thought, I'll just see if he, I'll just put a message in the chat, like, because my friend Seb, he has started tattooing, and like quite a lot of people I know have started tattooing, but I don't really like any of them. I know them, but I don't, I don't really like them. Whereas Seb, I like very much. Hello, Seb. I haven't seen him in a while because of quitting drinking and such. So I thought, well, I will find out if he wants to do it. And then I asked the band chat, "Oh, do you want to get some tattoos?" Obviously, Ewan already wanted to, and Josh said yes, which was surprising, but cool. And yeah, he did really well, and the tattoo is healing nicely. Josh did really well. Seb did his goddamn job. I'm joking. Um, yeah, we used second skin, which I've never had, and yeah, it's like basically healed by the time it comes out. It's crazy. Yeah, we did it at Seb's little converted studio, and probably well, it was pretty much definitely cleaner than most tattoo places, which is weird. It was also really informative and gave lots of great information, which I've never had before. If you want to get a tattoo, he's your man. He's doing tattoos in London for like £15 on a Tuesday, which is insane. Like Apprentice Tuesday thing. I think it's Tuesday. You're gonna want to have a look. I'm not sure what his Instagram is. I'll have a look for you. Well, I can't find it. Oh. It's such a unique name. Oh, getting somewhere. No, maybe he's not on Instagram. I'm pretty sure he is. Ridiculous. Maybe he's not. Or maybe it's not under his name. Anyway, um, drop me a message and I'll pick you up. Yeah, he is a. He used to. Well, I don't know if he still does it. He was a barman. I'm pretty sure that's just how we met. Well, we were both barmen, I suppose, but we never worked in the same place. But I guess like quite a lot of the time when barman finished, they'd go to like the place that was open late. If they weren't, doing a lock-in, which most places we probably were, but I'm sure we met just out drinking or something. But a long, long time ago. Okay, I hate these, so I'm doing this again. And then he started signwriting. He also did illustration. He's been doing signwriting for quite a while. While he was doing signwriting, I think I was doing the newspaper. I was designing a newspaper. And now he's got into tattooing, which is great. My first tattoo person said I should get into tattooing, and I never did. I think I might be too much of a perfectionist. Like, I think it would just take me too long. I don't think it would be viable time wise. Anyway, if you could have any animal for a pet, what would it be? Probably a cow. I would love a cow. Maybe like a couple of cows or whatever. Don't know if cows are cool with living alone. Let's go out a little here and then in. Well, happy with that? Cool. I want to go into carpentry, I think. Listen, I don't know. I just want to make things. But if the graphic design stuff doesn't work out, or maybe in like a few years I want to change career, I've been doing this for quite a long time. It'll be about 15 years or something, isn't it? So if I change career, I think I'll go into carpentry. Because I like building, I like carpentry, I like wood shops. What sports did you play as a kid? I wasn't really sporty. I remember there was like the kid who was best in the school at football, and I like I got the ball off him really easily. Probably because I didn't know what I was doing, and he was like, "What is this kid doing?" Um, but everyone was amazed. I remember being kicked in the face with a football in that same playground. I feel like that happens way more as a kid. I feel like I've been kicked in the face with football multiple times, and then never since I was a kid. I don't know. Um, I skateboarded. I played a bit of basketball. I had a basketball, so I played a bit of basketball. I had a little hoop in the back garden. It was a it was like a Tasmanian devil basketball. I don't know. It was like purple. I think it was beautiful. Or was it orange? I think maybe I had two. They were cool. I liked basketball. I wasn't very good. I still play now sometimes, but I'm still not very good. I think it's something you have to put some time into, and I've never done that. So yeah, I just skateboarded. If that counts, I did skateboarding and I did kickboxing. Um, but I never really played like. Oh, I did play tennis actually, but I didn't really like it. I didn't like watching tennis. Tennis is so painfully boring. I guess I played a few and didn't stick to any. I still like kickboxing though. Love kicking them boxes. I don't really get to do kickboxing anymore, and I don't. It's not like I desperately want to do kickboxing. I like a bit of sparring every now and then, and I don't really get to. I don't think I'll probably ever do like a striking martial art full time again, just because getting hit in the head kind of sucks, and I don't really need that. I got more injuries from jiu-jitsu in a shorter amount of time than I ever did striking, but yeah, it's fine. Maybe I should just do some striking. I don't have enough time to do enough jiu-jitsu at the moment, but as soon as that sorts itself out, I'll think about doing something else when I'm training enough. And I'm training as much as I want. Ideally, I'd be training every day. That's what I want. One day. What did you eat for breakfast today? I didn't eat breakfast. I had a banana just before the stream, and I'm hungry. But I never eat breakfast. I have cereal if I'm going to train that day, so I have to eat at 2 if I'm training at 6. Can't eat any later than that because I get really bad stomach acid. So yeah, I just have like a bowl of cereal at 2 and then train at 6 and have dinner when I get home. But yeah, Seb, it was lovely to see you for that tattoo, and I'm gonna be booking some more in with you soon. Looking forward to it. That's fine, isn't it? That'll be right. Okay, the next one goes down to halfway down that. Right. Can you hold your breath for more than 60 seconds? Probably. I remember holding my breath. We used to like have time it and have competitions as kids. And then I remember doing it once, lots one evening, and I got home and I had the worst migraine ever. And I realised it's probably from lack of oxygen, so I don't do it anymore. I think probably like the average is about 30 seconds, but I think you could push that 30 seconds to 45 seconds in like an hour, and then you could probably push that in a couple of days to 60 seconds if you can't do that already. And we didn't do things like oxygenating the blood by breathing quickly beforehand or anything, because we were children and we didn't know about that. To support the bottle with my other hand because this right arm is pretty useless. This very painful. This very painful. I've almost. Oh no, that's too bad. I feel like I've almost got full range of motion back. No, I haven't. But when I've got my arm not extended, I feel like I have got full range of motion. It's just painful. So I think it's just a sprain. But I can't do that. I'm not getting past there with my arm extended, but I can with my arm not extended. Yeah, just don't extend the arm ever again. Hmm. Do you enjoy weddings? I haven't been to many weddings. The last wedding I went to was great. It was 2 weeks before I started jiu-jitsu. That's how. Whenever I need to know how long I've been training, I just ask them when the wedding was. I think it was 2017. I'm not sure. Hmm. Um. Yeah. I mean, sort of like best friends' weddings. I didn't go to one because it wasn't in England, and my anxiety was far too bad for me to leave England at the time. I could do it now if they got married this, you know, this year instead of years ago. I mean, they're my two closest friends' weddings. I didn't go to one. I did go to the other. It was great. Um, I mean, and both of them have been with their partners for over 10 years. Is like, I think when like marriage isn't a big thing here. I think people care about getting married. Not most people, anyway. But yes, is the answer. I do. Sure, why not? What is the ugliest animal in the world? Mean. Don't know. Probably people are gonna say blobfish, but like, come on, man. It is what it says. It's a blob and it's a fish. Right, don't like that. We're going in first, I think. I don't know. Probably none of them. They're probably all alright, aren't they? Those massive cats. Don't really like them. The ones with the big faces, like the long nose. They creep me out a bit. Let's not come in so early here. What is the first video game you ever played? Wow, I have no idea. That's sad. I would love to know what the first computer game I ever played was. I don't know. It was like one I owned or one someone else owned. I definitely didn't have a console before other people, so it would have been a game I played at somebody else's house. But I couldn't. I had no idea what. Tell you like the first 20 games I played, but I wouldn't know which one was first. I remember playing like FIFA 97 or something on PlayStation 1 around someone's house. Dragon Ball Z on the SNES, Street Fighter, um, Streets of Rage, Mortal Kombat. Like a load of other games. I just can't remember the name of them, but I remember the games vividly. Ocarina as well. I never had Ocarina, but my friend did. Not sure why I never had it. I think I might have had Majora's Mask though. I mean, I've had Ocarina since, obviously, but I didn't have it at the time. Ocarina is absolutely one of my favorite games. I think Wind Waker might be up there higher, but oh, I wish I knew the first video game I ever played. It was the best video game ever made, right? Wind Waker got me through a very tough time of my life when I was very ill, kept me going, kept me alive. Um, has a special place in my heart for that reason. Um, I also played like Pokemon Crystal, or like the first two generations of Pokemon. I played them to death. Um, but I wouldn't say they're very good games. They're unique. They do a lot with what they are. Um, I think everyone should beat the Elite Four once in their life. I mean, it's probably gonna have to be Ori because those games are so stunningly beautiful. God, I want another one. I don't even know if they're gonna do one now. Ah, I hope they do. I bought the first one twice because the first version that came out didn't. You couldn't go back to points in the game afterwards, so you couldn't 100% it unless you did it in the right order, and I just didn't have the time for that. I completed the game and didn't go back and get everything, and then the definitive edition came out where you could do that, so I bought it again because it wasn't that expensive. It was a beautiful game. I wanted to support the developers. That's fine. So I bought it and then I 100%ed it, and then I 100%ed Will o' the Wisps as well because yeah, wow. I mean, it's really good platforming gameplay. It's really well done. Plus, it's stunningly beautiful. Plus, the music is beautiful. Plus, the story is beautiful. And I love that Metroidvania platforming. I love it. I really liked the Lego games for that exact reason. I haven't played one for a very long time. I really enjoyed them for that. Um, yeah, Ori 1 and 2. And also Ocarina and Wind Waker. I haven't played Breath of the Wild 1 or 2. Um, I was thinking about probably waiting for the second Switch and then getting that and playing them both. Because I think the Switch struggles a bit with Tears of the Kingdom. From what I've seen, I'm sure it's playable, but it's not a particularly powerful console. And I don't mind when something's not powerful as long as the game runs well. But like the Switch really struggled with that Pokemon game, or the Pokemon game really struggled with the Switch. One of the two. But like I really wanted to play that, and then I looked at it, I was like, no, that's not going to work. So yeah, wait for the Switch 2, something a little bit more powerful, and then like Breath of the Wild. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Hmm. Let's just. I'm just gonna look up best video games ever made. Best computer games of all time. Yeah, there you go. Best computer games of all time. Okay, unfortunately, there's a load of games I haven't played here. Okay, I've been playing Hades, and yes, it's good, but I wouldn't put it up there with Ori. If Hades had a Metroidvania gameplay loop added in somehow into the gameplay loop that it already is, that would be incredible. And it's like Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead here, and I still have never played them. I don't know how I managed it. I did buy Red Dead 1, the Game of the Year edition, and I just never got around to playing it. One day I will play. In fact, I think I bought it twice. I think I might have it on Steam as well. One day I will play those games, and I can't wait. Final Fantasy VII, obviously, fantastic game. Half Life, fantastic. Half Life 1 and 2, fantastic. Halo, fantastic. Portal, fantastic. Portal 1 and 2, great games. Um, I really like Star Wars. These new ones. I've only played. I'm like a quarter of the way through the first one, but I love it. It's really good. Just don't have time to play it. Journey, I finished Journey the other week. It was really nice, but it's not really a game. But it is a game. It's a very simple game, but it's very good. And then you got like Morrowind, Skyrim, Bioshock, all great games. Tony Hawk's might have been the first game I played. I definitely played a lot of Tony Hawk 2. Diablo 2, yeah. Fallout. These are all great games. Final Fantasy VII is only number 98. Black Flag is above it. Black Flag was good, but wasn't Final Fantasy VII good? I never played any of the Monkey Islands and stuff. I think I missed out on quite a lot of like indie-ish games in the 90s. Well, this says Breath of the Wild is the best game of all time, and Super Mario World is number two. Portal 2, Link to the Past. I don't know how you could put Link to the Past above Super Mario 64. Yeah, I don't know how you could put Link to the Past above um, Ocarina or the one I said a second ago that's my favourite. Yeah, anyway. Ori is my choice. Was Ori even on this list? Not even on the list. Unbelievable. Don't know what they're talking about. Tekken as well. Wow. I played a lot of Tekken 3 and Tekken 2 and Tekken 1. I never got into like Tekken Tag and stuff. Played a fair amount of Tekken 7 like a couple of years ago. Is it Tekken's 8? Tekken 8 is out now. What is it? Don't know, I don't remember. Yeah. Have you ever been in a band? Yes, I've been in a band. I'm in a band. I'm in many bands right now. My first band, I was 15. I just started playing drums and it was terrible. So bad. I could barely play. I just started. Yeah, that was bad. And yeah, been in bands ever since. Suppose I'll be coming up to my 20th anniversary of playing drums soon. Next year. 20 years since I started playing drums. I've had many years off though. But never again. Never again will I have time off from the drums. You know, but playing has become a lot harder than it used to be. Grips and everything's become a lot harder. But it's pretty much the only instrument I'm good at. I'd like to play guitar in a band for like one song, one day. And that's enough for me. I have to write a really good song. What is your favorite or magical? What is your favorite magical or mythological animal? Well, I'm going to talk about a. What is it called? What's the folklore thing called? Yeah, I can't remember. But so I was in a band, and I used to name all the songs or most of the songs, and I just used to look up weird creatures and pick and use them and we had a song called Skiapodes and a song called Monopodes. And a monopode, which I think is the same as a skiapode, is a is a creature with just one leg and one giant foot, and it just lays on its back and it puts its foot up in the air to shelter its face from the sun. Uh, I say that's my favorite. I really like that sprite from the Sprite advert as well, about 20 years ago. It was very cute. The Sprite is just a more of a catch-all term, right? Skiapodes and monopodes, look them up. Can you play an instrument? Yeah, I can play them all, probably. You give me a minute, I'll probably be able to play anything. Probably be able to write a song on anything. That's not. No, I'm not. They wouldn't be good. Um, I can play drums very well, or at least I think. It's hard because suddenly there's just these incredible drummers. They're just getting better and better. I can play drums to a decent standard. I can play guitar to a probably like a pub level standard. Um, Probably same with bass. Um, Piano, I wish I could play better than I can. Cannot play piano very well, but I have one. And one day I'll have the space to learn it. Um, but yeah, I mean, pretty much anything. It just makes noise. As long as you know what noises are good, you can make anything. You can make a song using anything. It's fine. Have you ever slept under the stars? I don't know. I don't think I've ever slept outside without tent. I might have when I was drunk by accident. I can't remember. I'd love to sleep in one of those like clear pods where you can see the sky. They've got them in, like Norway and stuff for seeing the northern lights. I need to do that. That would be incredible. That's all right. Okay. Right. Hmm. How long have we been going? Let's have a look. Hour-ish. Hour and 10. Do another bit. I need to eat something. Fishy says hello. Hello, Fishy. Would you jump into a pool of jello? I don't know. Yeah, fine. Well, I don't know. That's such a strange question. I think I'd probably do it. Why not? Do you think people will go to Mars in your lifetime? I'm pretty sure it's already booked, right? It's already planned. I'm not certain, but I mean, it was. Then Elon Musk went like mad, or he was always mad, and I just never noticed. So he seemed to go from like an innovator to a lunatic really quickly, but maybe that's just the path. Maybe that's the critical path of a lunatic. Or maybe he took substantial psychic damage. Or maybe he was always bad and I just never noticed. I think that might be the case. Um, yeah, I mean, people will probably go to Mars. How successful it will be, I don't know. Mm. Would you sell one of your toes for $300,000? Yeah, I reckon I would. It's enough to build a house. You don't need all your toes. I don't really want to build a house, so I reckon I would give up one of my toes for $300,000. £300,000 would be a lot better, but well, not a lot better now. Now that the Tory government tanked the pound. Oh dear. What languages do you know how to speak? Um, I did my French GCSE in year 9 and then German in year 11. But I don't think I can remember any German, and I don't think I can remember that much French. But I think I'd pick them up quite quickly if I was to start again. So pretty much just English, but I've been learning Japanese for 6 months maybe. I'm not certain on how long, but my Japanese is improving. I can read it. Uh, yeah, I can read Japanese pretty much fine. Not super fast, but depends if I know the words. If I know the words, I can do it pretty fast. But I can't understand them all yet. But I know quite a lot. A decent chunk. It's getting there. My speaking is okay, but it's not conversational yet. So I suppose until it's conversational, you can't really speak a language. What was the question? What languages do you know how to speak? Well, I know how to speak Japanese. I just can't do it. Yeah. I can do it a bit. But once it gets conversational, I'll say I can actually speak Japanese. I'm learning. Okay. What is the longest you have gone without bathing? Probably weeks as a kid. But the last festival I went to, I was 20 or 19. No, probably just 20. 2010. So I would have not showered for 5 days then. Oh, it does say bathing. Well, years. I haven't had a bath in a long time. But I haven't had a shower for probably 5 days at a festival when I was 20. Now I need multiple showers a day. There's no way I'd survive a festival. I mean, I'd just shower. I don't know why I didn't then. Anxiety, probably. Oh, that's too hard. Who's the greatest musician that ever lived? There's too many. There's too many amazing musicians. Loads of jazz music. Probably all jazz musicians. I really like Michael Lee, the bass player and writer for Snarky Puppy. Um, I really like Matt Garsker from Animals as Leaders, the drummer. He's maybe the best drummer of all time. Um, if he isn't now, he certainly will be one day. I like lots of old jazz musicians. Miles and Art and stuff. Count Basie. Yeah, lots of people. Lots of great modern players as well, obviously, like Michael League and Matt Garsker. Um, I think anyone that's come from that sort of fusion gospel type world, they're all incredible. And there's probably loads of amazing musicians that I've never even heard of, that no one's ever even heard of. Not every amazing musician is like in a in the forefront of media. Think about all the like concert musicians; they're all incredible. Loads of them. Do you believe in any conspiracy theories? Nope. Do aliens exist? Nope. Would you ever shave all of the hair on your body? Um, when I shaved my head, I shaved my head for charity after playing a gig, and it was very weird and ritualistic. Everyone was like around me chanting. Um, yeah, I shaved it for charity. I hadn't cut my hair in 12 years, and I thought, well, why not? I raised £660, and I tried to donate my hair, but it was harder than I thought it would be. That was a long time ago now. Um, and I haven't shaved my head since. I haven't cut my hair since. Well, I have cut my hair. I shaved my head for like a couple of years, or a year or something, and started growing it again. Started growing my hair as soon as I started training jiu-jitsu, and I just wish those things didn't align like that, because hair and jiu-jitsu is a terrible mix. Would I ever shave my entire body? No, it would be so itchy. Why would you do that? Just full on Neo from the Matrix. It's unnecessary, isn't it? I don't even get anything for it. Get itchy. That's the only thing you get for it. I mean, I'd do it if it was to help someone. If there was any point in doing it, I would do it. Would you rather be able to run at 100 miles per hour or fly at 10 miles per hour? 10 miles an hour isn't fast, but it's not too slow. It's quite slow to be flying. I'm quite big. If you're small, it wouldn't be so bad. I think I'd rather run at 100 miles an hour. That'd be awesome. But I'd like the infrastructure to be able to do that. You know, strong ligaments, strong muscles, strong bones, good cardio. Otherwise, it'd be pointless. I'd rather fly at 10 miles an hour. Oh, zoned out for a second. Would you consider yourself to be spiritual? Once upon a time, perhaps, but now, no. Have you ever cracked open a pinata? No. I would like to. Not really an English thing, pinatas. I'm sure some people have them. I've seen them in shops, but it's not like a tradition, so I don't think the situation arises very often. Favorite smell are Pokemon cards. Instantly, that came to my head. I've got cards there. If you want to donate to my Pokemon card fund, there is a link in the description. You'll donate me a pack of Pokemon cards? I will absolutely accept. I'm a bit of an addict, but I'm a recovering addict. And I don't drink or do drugs anymore. Um, I also like really good bread. The smell of really good bread is nice. Quite a lot of cooking smells are nice, actually. Um, so I've recently found a dislike for smelling of cooking after cooking. Not like that so much. Yeah. Have you ever fallen asleep in a classroom? No, have you? I don't think I have. I've done lots of things you shouldn't do in a classroom. I used to roll joints. But I don't think I've ever fallen asleep. Maybe I have. Probably like when you're in like primary school, you do, don't you? Mm. You could only drink one thing besides water for the rest of your life. What would you drink? I pretty much only drink water. I mean, I'll have like something fizzy with dinner sometimes, or quite often Diet Coke or lemon and slime. Um, Squash. Yeah, I don't care really about drinks. I don't drink tea or coffee or anything, and I don't drink alcohol anymore. So maybe if it just a nice fruit juice would be good. If I could only drink one thing other than water, a nice fruit juice. Favorite time of day? Late in the evening, like two in the morning, around that time probably. Everything's nice and quiet and cool. Definitely not mornings. I like a early summer evening and winter. Winter's my favorite season. Really cold winter night is lovely. Hmm. Do you have any tattoos? If not, will you ever? Well, yeah, I've only got three tattoos. I've got. If I can do this. Not really. I've got two Coheed tattoos, and then I just got a band tattoo with my band, which is a frog on my leg, which I would show you, but it is not healed, and it's on my leg. It's quite hard to get up there. But yeah, it's just a silly little frog that I drew. But yeah, I think I'll probably get a few more. Just get the dots done. No, I'm not getting into that. Do you consider yourself more extroverted or introverted? Introverted. Introverted, obviously. Um, yeah, I mean, I need time alone, and some people don't need that. I think that's where that differing line is in me, in my head, my mind. You can be an introvert, but enjoy being around people having a nice time. And you can be an extrovert and enjoy your own company, I'm sure. Enjoy some quiet. But there are some people who need to be around people all the time, and I am not one of them. And, I was an introvert all my life, so I've tried to be a bit loud and playful to make up for it, to make up for being quiet for so long. And it's fun. I think if you met, I think anyone that knows me would say I'm an introvert. I think I just mumbled that. I think anyone that knows me would say I'm an introvert. but I like both activities. Have you ever been told you look like someone famous? Yes. Maggie, who is currently the bartender at venue I keep playing. I've known him for a few years, I think since college, so many years. He always used to say I look like Sonny Moore. Is that Skrillex? I don't look like him now, obviously, but I think he used to be in an emo band. I can't even remember who. Yeah, that's Skrillex. What band was he in? From first to last. I don't even know them. But he always used to say I look like him. I'm pretty sure it was him. I think I always thought he was talking about the guy from Taking Back Sunday. And we just when I had no beard and I was young, we were just smooth faced, dark long hair guys. So there's probably a load of people I look like. And skinny. I'm not skinny anymore. Okay, right. We got these luminescences done and a bit more of this, so that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So yeah, hi. Public speaking, love it or hate it. Hate it. I had to do it a couple of years ago and it sucked. I didn't think I would hate it, and I did. It was strange. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you next week.